once you know what your skill stack is, and you're starting to track your skill stack, that means you've done everything necessary to lead up to that point. So you know what it is that you need to learn and why you need to learn it. Now, you need to know that before you ask the questions about education. And that's what this video is about. Um, People always start with the wrong question. They start with, do I need a degree? And they have no idea what they want to do. They are like, well, I don't know. What do you want to do? And there are lots and lots of videos on that. And this is just kind of the umbrella video for the baseline question. Discover what education for yourself is required for your targeted career, for your skill stack, the skill stack that you have set up for yourself, the one that you have already pondered whether you want to do it or not. You've already made contact with potential employers without seeking employment to discover what those roles are. You've gone to meetups. You know what the jobs are. And you now have total control of your education. And this is the part where we then start to talk about education, what type of education, formal education, certificates, autodidactic projects that you set up for yourself. All of these educational questions come after the decision about what career you want to do. And nobody wants to hear that. They want, sometimes I just want to do whatever is going to give me a job, whatever is going to give me money. Fine, but you need to have a targeted career. This is such an important thing that there are now universities, including the University of North Carolina, that are giving scholarships for a gap year to people who get into the university. And people are applying for what's called a gap year. Normally, a gap year is between their first year and freshman year and sophomore year or something, so they can kind of go out into the world and explore what they want to do with their life. But we're starting to see some universities, including UNC Charlotte, give scholarships to students who have gotten into the school, who haven't even attended a single day, haven't even declared a major, so that they can go figure it out. You don't need a scholarship to take a gap year or however many months you need to figure it out what it is that you want to do. You don't need that. You can figure that out on your own. All of that work that we talked about with researching and making contact with employers and maybe shadowing people, there's all of these things you can do that all come from answering one question. What are the employers what are the jobs? What are the tasks? What are the jobs that have those tasks? Who are those employers? How can I talk to them? How can I make contact with them? How can I shadow the people that are doing those things? And what are the specific skills in my skill stack for that? Once you get to that point, you are now free to roam about the cabin being the entire industry, and you can walk around and you can see what was going on out there. And then, like the story I told of the boy that I had helped mentor, he knew exactly what he wanted, down to whether or not they had a certain particular device in their computer engineering lab. That's how specific his targeted career path was by the time he even made a decision to pay a college to go into the college. This is completely flipped from the concepts of traditional education, where you discover who you are at a very high price tag. In 2024, you cannot afford to screw around at $10,000 a year to try to figure out what you want to be. You need to know before. And by the way, some of those times that's going to mean you don't need a degree. We're going to talk about that. So within the next couple of videos that are related to this are going to be, should you get a computer science degree? Is it going to hurt you? Is it going to help you? What college should you go to? Should you go to not? Should you get certified? Should you do, what are the job possibilities? There's a lot of stuff out there that you can consider after that fact. But yeah. And do you need LeetCode? All right.